This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Huh? How about that for a postcard shot?
Wow, I have taken that photo before, and that is gorgeous. Oh, my goodness.
That is on the Bradenton riverfront at the River Walk, as they call it there. The Manatee River off in the distance there, and some cars coming across the bridge. Beautiful shot. What a great way to start the day.
Oh, my gosh. Almost looks like a painting.
It certainly does.
It really is
with
unbelievable.
A moving car in the background.
Exactly.
3D. Good morning. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Let's check in with meteorologist John Scalzi for a look at your Memorial Day weekend. John, it's here, and you're saying it's going to be pretty hot.
It's going to end up being hot by Memorial Day, yes. But for a couple of days, we're going to get a little break from that heat, and it's going to be kind of cooler than average with temperatures in the mid, maybe even some low 80s, which is fantastic outside right now. It's cool, it's crisp, feels great. If you were outside taking a walk in that beautiful shot that we showed you earlier from the River Walk, you would know that the change from the frontal boundaries passage is remarkable. I mean, a big difference in a 24-hour period. Temperatures have dropped by about 12 degrees or so. We're looking at some pleasant conditions across the entire state. Not much in the way of a rainfall chance for us today. Sunshine wall-to-wall, UV indexes high. If you're going to be outside for any length of time, be sure and keep a sunscreen handy because you're going to be needing it. Our daytime highs today will be in the low to mid 80s. Complete forecast details coming up in just a few.
Very nice, John. Few extra cars on State Road 64 heading toward downtown Bradenton and heading toward our live shot. Farther south into Sarasota County, a couple extra cars there in Bee Ridge heading northbound toward Fruitville. And the farther south map shows us a slowdown there at Business 41 in the northbound lane.
Topping our news this morning, votes are in for the Montana special congressional election, and Greg Gianforte taking home the win just a day after being charged with assault.
As reporter Reed Binion tells us, many supporters didn't let the incident change their vote.
Together, tonight, we won a victory.
Montana Republican Greg Gianforte claiming victory in Thursday's special election to fill the state's lone congressional seat. Gianforte beating rival Rob Quist, despite being charged with assault for allegedly body slamming Guardian reporter Ben Jacobs a day earlier.
Speak with Shane, please.
But you don't.
Sick and tired of you guys.
The race to fill the seat vacated by Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke hadn't gotten significant national attention until audio of the incident thrust the contest into the spotlight. But Gianforte's win in Montana could be something of a loss for Republicans on Capitol Hill, forcing them to either accept the controversial new congressman into their fold or make him resign, an option that House Speaker Paul Ryan shot down Thursday.
If he wins, he has been chosen by the people of Montana, who their Congress is going to be. I'm going to let the people of Montana decide who they want as their representative. That's not our choice.
Jacobs said Thursday that Gianforte's campaign statement, which put blame on him, was in some ways worse than the alleged assault.
Certainly the apology would be, more than warranted. I'm still, haven't heard anything from them.
Gianforte issuing that apology in his victory speech.
Last night I made a mistake. I should not have treated that reporter that way. And for that, I'm sorry, Mr. Ben Jacobs.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And by the way, a Democrat hasn't won the congressional seat there in Montana for 2 decades.
President Trump continues his first international trip abroad since taking office today. The president spoke with new French President Emmanuel Macron yesterday before having dinner with other NATO leaders. The president and first lady arrived a short while ago in Sicily, where he's expected to reassure his counterparts at the Group at 7 Powers annual summit meeting that he will be a reliable resource for the allied nations. President Trump will continue his stay in Sicily through Saturday before visiting troops stationed there and then heading back to the United States. Meanwhile, another setback for the president's proposed travel ban. A federal appeals court in Virginia ruled against the latest version of his initiative. The court agreed to a lower court's decision to stop portions of the executive order indefinitely. Now, it would have put restrictions on passengers from several foreign countries from entering the U.S.
An update now on that Manchester terror attack. Armed police are now patrolling trains there for the first time. The British Transport Police said in a statement that specially trained firearms officers will now be on board. The police chief said by having firearms officers on the trains, they're ensuring that trains remain as safe as possible for passengers. A suicide bomber killed 22 earlier this week after a concert in Manchester. Meantime, back in Florida, Governor Scott has signed a bill into law that officially makes terrorism a crime. It creates criminal offenses for those who engage in illegal activities in connection with terrorist organizations or commit acts of terrorism. A counterterrorism conference was held in Orlando yesterday. Law enforcement officers stressed the importance of citizen involvement in combating terrorist activity.
Memorial Day weekend is here, and if you decide to hit the road, you'll likely run into some heavy traffic and delays. More than 39 million Americans are expected to travel 50 miles or more this holiday weekend. That's 1 million more than last year and the most since 2005. In Florida, the number of travelers will also be around 2 million, which is an increase of more than 3%. But it'll also cost you more to get to your destination. Gas prices in the state are up slightly from last year, costing 6 cents more per gallon this May than back in 2016. But AAA expects the weekend to be very busy regardless of where you may be going and how you're getting there.
Year to date, AAA's travel bookings are up 17% over the prior year. We expect a strong Memorial Day travel. Memorial Day is the typical kickoff to Americans' summer driving.
According to AAA, the top worldwide destination for Memorial Day travelers this year is Orlando. And just in time for Memorial Day weekend, a new amusement park with a South Pacific theme is opening in Orlando. Universal Orlando opened its Volcano Bay Water Park on Thursday. At the center of the 30-acre park is a 200-foot roller coaster that's part water volcano and part fire volcano. There are also 17 other rides, a beach, a winding river, and a lagoon for relaxing. What the park doesn't have, ticket booths or turnstiles. Instead, visitors move around the park and pay for food and souvenirs with smart wristbands that work like the Disney Magic Bands. Volcano Bay is the third theme park at Universal Orlando.
Not to be outdone, Northport moving fast to design a new $11 million water park. City commissioners have now allocated $500,000 to hire a design firm to draw plans for the park that'll be open in that area. There'll be water slides, a lazy river, picnic areas, a concession stand. The plan is to have a very large pool and also a very small pool for kids.
The idea of the aquatic center actually came from our residents. It's one of those examples of how residents have made a difference over the years.
There'll be an admission charge as well. No word yet as to when construction will begin. It'll be the only one of its type on the Suncoast. So who needs Orlando when we've got a new aquatic center in Northport on the way?
Absolutely right.
Good idea.
Stay right here.
That's right.
And enjoy the weather because it's going to be gorgeous. We'll talk about that in a second.
All right, also still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, Avatar comes to Disney.
That's right. We'll show you a behind-the-scenes sneak peek when we come back.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
I am powerful beyond my wildest imagination.
I will define my future.
I will keep challenging myself to improve.
Because I am a future leader of this great nation.
I will make a difference in my community.
I will not settle for simply chasing my dreams, I will achieve them.
Because I was given a chance.
An opportunity.
At Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America.
The ultimate leadership experience.
Join us. We'll build a new future together.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce.
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you'll eat more bread. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your bum kicks all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Batesville, Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So, we have seen some changes come up in our forecast over the last 24 hours. Some drier air has moved in, making it feel just a lot more comfortable out there. And as we head into the next couple of days, I think the biggest change that you will notice in our weather is going to be that value right there, the dew point, which right now is at 60, which is beautifully low and refreshing and cool and crisp outside. But over the course of about 48 hours, you'll notice it creeping back up to close to the 70 mark. And most people would say that when you hit a dew point of 70, it starts to feel a little sticky. But not today, not tomorrow either. 66, our current air temperature. North wind comes in light at about 3 right now. And across the state, temperatures very cool to the north. Check it out, 50s in the northern tier. We have 55 in Gainesville, 56 in Jacksonville, 55 in Tallahassee. That's nice. And as you head further to the south at about Fort Myers, you start to get into the 70s, and below that, it's still humid and it's still kind of sticky. 80 degrees at this hour in Miami. So a pretty quick change as you drive south between the cool, crisp temperatures and the more oppressive, humid conditions in the southern tip of the state. 66 in Sarasota, 63 Myakka, Wauchula, Arcadia, 65 in Parrish, 65 in Bradenton, 66 in Venice. I'll bet you Becky in old Myakka, our weather watcher long term for about 20 years, will call in and say, it's too cold. She likes it warm, and she'll get her way as we head into Sunday and Monday. I think temperatures will start to rise. Across the region, not a drop of rain falling on radar currently. State of Florida is dry again today. We have some scattered showers off the Atlantic coast and the southern tip, but otherwise not much in the way of a shower chance this morning anywhere. Even the deep south is pretty quiet, so all airport hubs serving us look pretty good. High pressure will continue to build in across the Gulf waters, and that will lead to some very nice boating conditions over the next several days. We'll watch sunny, dry conditions carry us through the weekend with high UV indexes and fire danger increasing, by the way, low humidity and calmer winds. Future rainfall forecast keeps us dry right straight through the weekend, maybe a scattered shower down to the southern tip, but the only thing we'll probably see is a few extra clouds by the time we get to Sunday. Forecast looks good. Expect a light wind, boaters, with 2-foot seas and smooth conditions on bay and inland waters. And temperatures start to climb as we head into Sunday and Monday, back to near 90 as the humidity also begins to increase. Back to you.
All right, thank you, John. Let's take a look at traffic this morning. Looks like 301 heading southbound, seeing an increase in cars. Also State Road 70 as you head west of 301. 301 heading into Sarasota, seeing a little bit of congestion as well. Bee Ridge Road towards I-75 in Sarasota County, and Clark Road heading towards 41, seeing an increase in traffic. As we head into South County, some congestion as you head down into Osprey and around Nokomis. But other than that, no accidents at 6:15 on the Suncoast this morning. A fantasy land with a glowing rainforest is now just a short road trip away.
Sounds nice. As our Stephanie Roberts shows us, the world of Avatar opens tomorrow at Disney.
What an experience. I am 4.4 light years away at the Walt Disney World Resort Animal Kingdom theme park in the brand new Pandora World of Avatar. This is an absolutely amazing place. And you can see behind me floating mountains, gorgeous plants. It is all part of the new magic that has been created here. And joining me to tell me more about it is Lisa Geronimi. Tell me, Lisa, what were you thinking that this world would feel so natural, yet still a part of Animal Kingdom?
Well, you know, we had a great model, of course, because James Cameron created this world of Pandora, but it makes complete sense to fit it right here in Animal Kingdom, because we can take a lot of the natural flora and fauna, but then we can mix in the Pandoran plants and come up with some really interesting combinations and relationships between that to create a land that looks completely foreign, completely alien, and make you feel like you really are 4.4 light years away.
You do. It feels like something you've never seen or a place you've never been before. Now, let's talk about what happens at night. Suddenly, this world glows. Explain bioluminescence and how it's a part of Pandora.
Well, Pandora, you know, and it's James Cameron has said, you know, he had a dream when he was like in his teens. He dreamt this whole place, a bioluminescent forest. So he started with his whole backstory about Pandora and how these are all organisms that are alive. And they bioluminesce for, you know, lots of different reasons. We have animals, we have, you know, mostly the flora here. And it's just part of the connectivity of the land and the connectivity of the Na'vi people. And everything, like I said, is connected through nature, not unlike American Indians here on Earth, you know, and it's how important it is to treat the land and treat the animals, you know, and be good stewards, you know, of Pandora, which is also treating, you know, the earth.
Which certainly ties right back into Animal Kingdom and what you are all about. The rides, the attractions, the restaurant, it is all themed toward Avatar, and it is all truly something like you will have never experienced before. So you will want to come and see this for yourself. This opens Saturday, May 27th. No doubt it is the hit of the summer for Walt Disney World, and you will definitely want to come out and see, smell, and touch, because Avatar touches all of our sentences. Reporting live from Walt Disney World at the brand new Pandora World of Avatar, I'm Stephanie Roberts. Back to you.
All right. Did you ever see Avatar?
I did. I was in high school when that came out, but I remember seeing it. But I was going to say, Orlando is going to be a very, very busy place over this next couple days. That's opening. That water park is opening. It's going to be busy.
6:18 right now, still ahead. It's the latest toy sweeping the nation. They're called fidget spinners.
We'll tell you why health professionals are now warning that those small toys could actually be doing more harm than good after this.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less, featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
A pretty shot from the downtown Riverwalk in Bradenton. Beautiful picture there of the Manatee River and the East Bridge as cars come over from Palmetto into downtown Bradenton.
Wow, just takes your breath away. We are so lucky to live in a beautiful place that we call home here on the Suncoast. That is gorgeous.
A photographer's dream.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show, 6:22 on this Friday morning.
They're all the rage with kids of all ages right now, those so-called fidget spinners.
But there are dangers. Candace Gibson has the story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the hottest toy right now called fidget spinners, now being investigated by the Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Our concern about the spinner toys is that they seem to be falling apart. Young children have had incidents where they've had to have surgery.
Two separate cases causing big concern. One in Houston, where a mom posting an x-ray after her 10-year-old daughter swallowed a piece of the popular fidget spinner, the little girl undergoing surgery to have it removed. And another in Oregon, where Joelle Morales showed her son, Caden, the picture of the Texas incident as a warning. But the 5-year-old still ended up swallowing part of the toy and choking and had to be rushed to the hospital.
It was terrifying. It's heartbreaking to see my child, choking up blood.
We'll have much more about this consumer toy alert coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
Depression is a tangle of multiple symptoms. That's why there's Trintellix, a prescription medication for depression. Trintellix may help you take a step forward in improving your depression. Tell your healthcare professional right away if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Do not take with MAOIs. Tell your healthcare professional about your medications, including migraine, psychiatric, and depression medications, to avoid a potentially life-threatening condition. Increased risk of bleeding or bruising may occur, especially if taken with NSAID pain relievers, aspirin, or blood thinners. Manic episodes or vision problems may occur in some people. May cause low sodium levels. The most common side effects were nausea, constipation, and vomiting. Trintellix had no significant impact on weight in clinical trials. Ask your healthcare professional about Trintellix.
Fresh out of the box, the Alfa Romeo won us over. We went in skeptical and left in awe of this gorgeous machine. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
When you want to get away from it all,
to a place where you can do everything or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabein.com.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
It does things that seem impossible. Feeling like it could change direction while airborne. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, a local attorney is facing accusations this morning, which she allegedly asked one of her clients to do.
Plus, one mistake cost the Suncoast police officer his career.
And the latest on a Northport wildfire that burned over 3,500 acres. Good morning, your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
There's a pretty shot of the 10th Street boat ramp, which recently had some repairs done this week, and now it's reopening today, just in time for Memorial Day weekend.
Beautiful shot out there. Good morning, and thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. Sunny and clear for the weekend. John Scalzi has details. John?
Yeah, tons of boaters out there this weekend, no doubt about that. And the weather's going to cooperate beautifully for them. Calmer winds, that's the key, making our seas smooth today. It's going to be nice. We're looking at a lot of sunshine wall to wall across the state. UV indexes will be high. No rain in the forecast. Just lots of beautiful low humidity air sitting right over the state of Florida. Don't expect much in the way of rainfall today or tomorrow, but that does mean that our fire danger index will continue to rise even with our recent rain. Daytime highs mild, coming in the mid-80s. We'll have the complete forecast coming up in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. Checking the roads right now. First off in Manatee County, all clear. A little slow down there near State Road 70 and 15th Street East. Going farther south now into Sarasota County. Bee Ridge, a little slow down heading in the westbound lanes. A lot of construction ongoing there right now, though. And farther south, northbound 41 around Business 41, extra cars at this point. It's 6:29 on your Friday morning. And topping this half hour, a Suncoast lawyer is facing a harsh accusation this morning.
She allegedly asked a witness to lie under oath. Punta Gorda attorney Tana Bogle was placed under arrest for tampering with a witness yesterday evening. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office says the witness told them that Bogle said her client's family would pay $2,500 for him to take back his statements. Bogle was booked in the Charlotte County Jail with no bond set yet. We'll have more on this story as it develops at noon. The parents of a triple murderer says a loophole in the law didn't allow them to get their son the mental help he needed. Andres Avalos Sr. had taken his son Andres Jr. to several doctors months before he committed a triple murder. He says his son was in denial about his mental state, and without his permission, the law says doctors couldn't treat him. As Florida law stands, every adult has the right to make his or her own medical decisions. However, if a family member thinks their loved one is in danger, they can file a court order to have a judge initiate what's called the Baker Act.
Generally, it's a concerned party, spouse, parent, sibling, loved one, who does have concerns about the individual. Those people can fill out paperwork indicating their concerns, what's been going on, what their observations are, why the individual refuses to get and seek help.
If granted, the Baker Act permits healthcare personnel to evaluate and assess the mental health of individuals and then make recommendations for treatment.
An update now on the arrest of a suspect in a string of Charlotte County burglaries. Deputies were called to Peachland Boulevard last night after someone saw a suspicious man. They arrested this fella, Blake Guild. He is now facing 64 charges, ranging from grand theft to armed burglary, all in a 5-week crime spree. He is now being held without bond.
A search for a wanted suspect in Inglewood has led to the arrest of 2 people for a separate crime. Deputies with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office were canvassing El Campo Avenue when they came across a house with a door that had been forced open. They obtained a search warrant and found marijuana and marijuana plants in that home. The homeowners, Amanda and Michael Mathern, are facing several charges, including manufacturing marijuana and possessing over 20 grams of the drug.
Police in Bradenton will now carry their badge, their gun, and also some Narcan as well. The state has given BPD a $20,000 grant to carry the medication that can reverse opioid overdoses. Manatee County has one of the highest overdose rates in the entire state. The grant will be enough to buy 400 units of Narcan, which officers can use during overdose calls, and they have had their share. In fact, so far this year, they've responded to 98 overdoses and 9 suspected opioid-related deaths as well. And another grant for police in Bradenton. This one involves crime prevention. The Florida Contraband Forfeiture Grant Program will give the department a $13,000 gift. It'll go to help neighborhood organizations improve safety and also prevent and promote crime prevention.
A decision on a Punta Gorda's police officer's appeal to get his job back has been made. The Punta Gorda city manager ruled yesterday that Lee Coel's termination was correct under the applicable disciplinary rules and procedures. Coel was fired last March for his role in the shooting death of Mary Knowlton. She was the 73-year-old woman fatally shot during a citizens training academy in August.
An update now on that stubborn Northport wildfire that burned some 3,500 acres. That fire is now completely contained. Crews from Florida all the way to South Carolina have been working for 2 weeks to keep that from spreading. No word yet as to how that fire began in the first place.
Manatee County commissioners and school board members had their first joint discussion on whether contaminants at Bayshore High School caused a group of alumni to develop cancer and other medical issues. County staff reviewed documents at the site after underground storage tanks were removed and 2 wells on the campus were closed. They claim neither showed harmful amounts of toxins in the soil or groundwater. However, the Manatee County Health Department says the county should compile and review medical records of all the alumni to see if there's a link between the types of cancer.
First and foremost, the systematic manner to go about this is to identify a cancer cluster, and we haven't done that in 20-some years, and I think everyone has recognized that.
I just want to know what caused it. You know, is it was from the school or where? I just want to answer, that's all that's here.
The school board did ask if a third-party environmental firm could double-check the documents. The health department says it would be willing to conduct such a study into the cancer cases, but it could be costly and require consent from all patients or their families.
Mote Marine's operation just got a lot bigger in the Keys. This is a 19,000 square foot addition. It's the Elizabeth Moore International Center for Coral Reef Research and Restoration. It also doubles as a place for research as well. Elizabeth Moore, by the way, lives in Sarasota. Highlights of the facility include new labs, classrooms, and housing options as well.
If you give bright minds and talented people cutting-edge tools, they can do so much more, and that's what we expect out of our scientists, and I know they're going to achieve that goal.
The center cost around $7 million. The city of Venice has renewed its ordinance to let dogs eat at restaurants, but there are plenty of rules. The city's doggy dining ordinance was set to expire in June, but commissioners have now renewed it. Here are the rules. The restaurant has to have a city permit. Employees cannot pet dogs while serving food or drinks. Customers have to keep their dogs on a leash at all times, and signs must be posted stating the rules. For a complete list of the doggy dining rules, go to our website at mysuncoast.com.
With Memorial Day on Monday and schools starting to close, there's no better time to spend some family fun together right here on the Suncoast.
It is time for the 12th annual Savor Sarasota Restaurant Week starting June 1st. Our good friend Lynn Hobeck-Bates joins us, and thanks for getting up early for us.
Yes, no problem.
So for those new to the area, Savor Sarasota, what is that all about?
It's a 2-week restaurant culinary extravaganza. 79 restaurants are taking place this year, so you can get multi-course meals for special prices.
Wow, wow. So if somebody's never been to this type of event, what can they expect when they're coming to these?
It's super easy. You can go online, look at the restaurants and the menus that you want to go see, and you walk into the restaurant, ask for the Savor menu, and they'll give it to you.
I guess it all makes sense. We're heading toward the slower season right now, and you want to get folks out eating, and they might not try certain restaurants due to the prices, and sometimes you've got half-price meals.
Definitely. For their multi-course meals, lunches are $16 and dinner is $32. So you can get out and try new restaurants that you haven't been to. That's the way I find out about a lot of new restaurants and what I like.
Right, and that's what I'm looking forward to most. But I also heard that sometimes you guys have things on these menus that you may have never had before. Can you talk to me a little bit about
Definitely.
that?
A lot of restaurants try out new menu items during this time. Others just try something new. They might pair cocktails or wine with the dish, so it's a nice complement. So you can get there and try a lot of different things that you might not have tried before.
So bigger than ever, 79 restaurants. How do we find out which restaurants are involved?
You go to savorsarasota.com and chefs, menu items, everything's right there for you.
Is there anything different this year compared to years previous?
Just more restaurants.
Okay, awesome. Well, more the merrier, right?
Exactly, exactly.
This is certainly a good week for you at Visit Sarasota County. Just to shift gears for a little bit here. Yesterday, Dr. Beach said Siesta Key was the top beach in the country again. This kind of makes your job a little easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited by that news. We're excited about that. You know, we have such a wonderful beach, and coming up on Memorial Day in the summer, it's great to get out there. You know, there were so many investments by the county that went into it, so it's just a beautiful place, and we're very fortunate to have that.
Right, and I was going to say that couldn't come at a better time ahead of Memorial Day weekend.
Exactly.
You have Siesta Beach being named #1 beach in America, and then you have Savor Sarasota all next week if people are still here in the area. So that's great.
Definitely, it's a great time to be here.
Let me throw you a hardball here. No, I'm known for that with you, right?
Exactly.
Dr. Beach says he doesn't like the fact there is still smoking allowed on Siesta Key. What's the talks like with Sarasota County about the smoking status on Siesta Key?
To be honest, I haven't worked with them or talked to them about that, but we hope that eventually there won't be smoking.
That's your hope? Yeah.
That would be my hope.
All right, so Savor Sarasota starts when?
June 1st through June 14th.
Very good.
Looking forward to it.
Lynn Hobeck-Bates, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 6:38 right now, and John, looking toward a nice weekend.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, we have low relative humidity, little chance of rainfall, and much better boating weather, so there's no worries for this weekend anyway. We'll talk about it in a second.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yep.
Also still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, an actor is being praised for his upcoming role in a popular Netflix series.
We'll tell you how the Charlotte County teen is making a name for himself after this.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or get more legroom and maximum comfort with a new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
NOAA came out with its forecast for the hurricane outlook for this season, and it has about a 45% chance of an above-average hurricane season, about a 35% chance of an average season. So pretty close to either average or slightly above average, with a below average way behind. The main reason for that is that they're not expecting an El Nino this year, and also the sea surface temperatures are expected to be a little bit warmer. 11 to 17 named storms, 12 being the average, so weighted a little bit more towards more storms, and maybe another extra major hurricane this year compared to an average year as well. Of course, I'm not a big fan of these hurricane outlooks. There's lots of them out there, but NOAA's the one you paid for, so I thought I'd mention it. It's paid for with your tax dollar. The thing is, if you only get one storm and it hits you, then it's a busy hurricane season, right? So the thing is, let's be prepared. The first day of hurricane season comes June 1st, and I want to remind you that at 7 o'clock in the evening, WWSB will have a 1-hour special on hurricane preparedness that I encourage you to watch. Plus, you'll be able to phone into that program with your questions, and we'll have a whole panel of experts in various aspects of hurricane preparedness who can specifically answer your questions. So please tune in June 1st, 7 p.m. 66 the air temperature, dew point a very comfortable 60 degrees. And across the state, you can see those lower temperatures have gone as far south as about Fort Myers. Go south Fort Myers, and it's still a warm, steamy start to the day with 80 degrees now in Miami. But locally, temperatures are comfortable. 64 degrees Wauchula, 62 Arcadia, 63 Mayaca, 66 Sarasota, Bradenton, and Venice. Not a drop of rain falling. The air way too dry for that. The entire peninsula is quiet. In fact, the deep south looks good. If you're traveling anytime this weekend, all airport hubs serving our Sarasota Bradenton International Airport look great. We have a low-pressure area moving off to the north and to the east, producing some inclement weather for down east Maine. A frontal boundary kind of meandering through the Great Plains and back into the Intermountain regions, producing the potential for some severe weather, especially in the Front Range down through the plains. There could be some issues there. But for us, high pressure builds in, and as it does so, provides us with quieter wind speeds today. So that means better boating weather. Should be a very, very nice weekend for boating. Sunny and dry, low humidity, and calmer winds. Now, if you think the recent rains ended the drought, it did not. It did temporarily reduce the fire risk across our region, though there are some red flags up in the state even today for high fire danger. But the drought in the extreme category is still present, especially in the center part of the state, and that extends right into Hardee and DeSoto counties. So this weekend, I know there'll be a lot of outdoor activity. Just be extra careful with fire. Watch those cigarette butts and be very careful about where you park your car. You can really start a fire just with the catalytic converters on the cars touching some of the higher weeds if you're parking off the shoulder of the road. Can start a fire, so be extra careful. Northwest wind coming in at about 5 knots, a little bit lighter today, giving you 2 to 3 foot seas. Smooth conditions on bay and inland waters. Couple of tides at 12:40 high tide, a low tide at 9:13, and then after the midnight hour, another high tide at 3:41. Forecast looks great right straight through the weekend. Look for daytime highs that top out in the mid-80s for a couple of days. Then the temperatures and the humidity slowly start to climb till Monday. We're back into the low 90s. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Let's take a look at traffic this morning. State Road 70 heading towards I-75, seeing an increase in traffic. Also towards South Bradenton around 41 and Cortez Road as we head into Sarasota County. Looks like some congestion on Bee Ridge Road, mostly towards I-75. And it looks like 41 heading northbound, seeing an increase in traffic around Clark Road as we head south into South County, rather. Looks like some congestion towards Business 41 around Nokomis and Venice. But other than that, no accidents across the Suncoast at 646 on your Friday morning. In this hour's Health Smart, a new study finds that having a few beers can ease your pain better than Tylenol.
Just in time for the holiday weekend.
No.
The study found that 3 or 4 beers can relieve pain better than some over-the-counter painkillers. Research suggests a person's pain threshold is elevated when they bring their blood alcohol content near the legal limit. We've heard that before in various ways. A recent Penn State study found beer can also help maintain good cholesterol as well.
Interesting.
Drink in moderation.
Definitely.
Entertainment news now. Among your choices at the theater this weekend, Pirates and Lifeguards.
David Daniel looks at the big new movies coming to theaters this Memorial Day weekend.
I wouldn't say that we were ever worried about that. Was the Disney movie hack a hoax? That's the latest from studio chief Bob Iger, who says the claims that cyber criminals had stolen a digital copy of an upcoming movie were false. Iger told Yahoo Finance, "To our knowledge, we were not hacked." Various reports said the movie in question was Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, opening this weekend, or an early cut of this December's Star Wars The Last Jedi. Blake Lively has a secret. The actress is set to executive produce and star in The Husband's Secret, based on the best-selling novel. She'll play a wife and mother who discovers her life is based on lies and murder.
Out of the hands of people without discretion. People who could do harm, should that information be leaked, for instance.
Here's your first look at The Silent Man, starring Liam Neeson as Mark Felt. If that name doesn't ring a bell, you might remember him as Deep Throat, the high-ranking FBI agent who became a secret informant during the Watergate scandal. The Silent Man is due in theaters in September. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A big congratulations to a Suncoast actor this morning on getting an on-screen role in a popular Netflix series. Kevin Moody of Port Charlotte will star in the 3rd and final season of the series Bloodline. The 19-year-old Charlotte High School grad has a part in episode 6 in the Florida-based drama thriller. Moody spent 2 days in the Florida Keys filming that episode where he plays a younger version of series regular Jamie McShane. And Ray, do you have any favorite Netflix go-tos that you like?
I haven't yet. What's yours?
Mine is Orange is the New Black, which is coming out soon. I think it actually comes out in June, and I always end up binge watching them for like 3 days straight until it's over, and then I have to wait a whole nother year until it comes back out.
6:48 right now, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. Texting can help you shop at one area mall.
We'll tell you how the mall at UTC is hoping to make parking a breeze after this.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less, featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
And a pretty shot of the 10th Street boat ramp underwent some nice repairs this past week. 3 double-lane boat ramps and a roundabout lane for trailer turnaround as well. In fact, can you guess the busiest time of day there?
Probably mid-afternoon.
I would say noon to 3 is the correct answer.
Oh, I was right.
10th Street boat ramp right there on the bayfront. That's in the midst of where they're looking to have a giant bayfront renovation. The Bayfront 2020 committee wants to build up a lot of the land just to the left or the south of that live picture right there off our tower.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to even just get out there and go sit and look at the water. It's a beautiful view.
Yeah, very nice. That's Sarasota Bay looking off at Longboat Key. Welcome back. 6:53 right now.
We're following some top local stories for you here on the Suncoast this morning.
A Punta Gorda attorney is accused of tampering with a witness. Tawna Bogle would allegedly charge a family $2,500 to take back a statement.
A search for a wanted suspect in Inglewood has led to the arrest of 2 homeowners for a separate crime. Amanda and Michael Mathern are facing several charges, including manufacturing marijuana and possessing over 20 grams of the drug.
And Northport is spending $500,000 to hire a design firm to make plans for its $11 million aquatic center. Commissioners approved the project earlier this week.
Taking a look at our traffic maps this morning, we are starting in South County. Not a whole lot going on across that area as we look through Venice and Northport area as we head into Manatee County. Looks like some congestion on 301 heading southbound. I-75 looking good as you're heading out the door this morning. And in Sarasota County, looks like some congestion on Bee Ridge Road as you head towards I-75. Again, that ongoing construction project heading out throughout that area, and 41 seeing a little bit of congestion as well. John?
Hey, nice across the entire area. Currently, we have temperatures that are generally in the 60s everywhere you look, mid-60s even. That's pretty nice for this time of year. Traveling today, well, the deep south hubs look great. In fact, most of the country looks pretty good, only the northeast a little bit rough. Nice conditions locally with not much in the way of any radar echoes or inclement weather anticipated all weekend long, with high pressure being the dominant weather feature. I think for boating, this will be the day, and tomorrow as well. Northwest wind at about 5 knots. That's about it. Smooth conditions on bay and inland waters, and a daytime high in the low 80s, making it feel very comfortable indeed. Don't usually show the extended range, but hey, it's a holiday weekend, and I think as we head into the holiday weekend, you'll be looking at nice temperatures today, tomorrow, low relative humidities, little rainfall, wall-to-wall sunshine, high UV indexes, wear that 50 or better sunscreen. As you head into Sunday and Monday, temperatures will climb just a little bit. You can expect low 90s by Monday morning.
We got that rain out of the way just in time for the weekend.
That's right.
New service for shoppers on the go. The mall at University Town Center is launching a new text-ahead valet parking program. Customers can now drop off their car at the valet stand at the mall's west entrance and receive a valet ticket. When you're done shopping or dining, you can text your valet ticket number to a phone number and the vehicle will be ready for you at the pickup area. That's a nice little service.
It definitely is. And I just wanted to mention before we leave the show, you know, Memorial Day weekend here, but we want people to be safe while they're out and about. So drinking and driving, don't do it. Cops will be out both, you know, on the streets and on the water as well. You said it's going to be a good boating weekend. So
Absolutely right. And I believe Tow to Go has a special
They do.
yeah,
That's right.
special offer on Monday.
good. So definitely be safe out there this weekend.
Good advice. We leave you now with the beautiful shot from downtown Bradenton from the River Walk at Pier 22 off at the Manatee River. Enjoy your weekend. As Jacqueline said, do be safe.
Yes, have a great weekend, you guys. Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up.